bottom left of the map, we have the Prime player. His ID is
Creator Prime,
the WCS champion of South Korea.
He will go to Shanghai to represent him in the WCS Grand Finals. His opponent for the team, MVP at the top right. Doesn't like garlic, doesn't go outside. Has really sharp teeth. His ideas.
MVP Vampire.
He does go outside at night, just not when anyone can see him. Not wearing his cape right now either, to be honest. Just keeping it a little bit hidden. We all know his true nature, though.
Yeah. He can't fool us.
No, no fooling anybody.
He can try, but there's just no way. Have you figured out, buddy?
Well, Vampire's most memorable moment, which is the Triple M, is when he lost to Suho Shin, who's now a StarTale player, in the final round of Code, where the Overlord drew his sentries back, and the Banelings rolled in when he was up a game where he scouted the one base play, he scouted the Banelings.
But that was only the first part of it. If you remember the next game, it was Metropolis, and that was also a map where he completely fell apart. It was just losing this one match that suddenly, apparently, completely crushed his brain and his mindset.
Yeah.
He could have won both matches easily and made mistakes that were unbelievable, but in the heat of the moment, something that you can understand, but it's just like, if he would have played one of these matches at another day, in another surrounding, he would have won it easily.
Yeah.
But as it is, he finds himself in the up and down matches. He might be able to make up for the mistakes that he made in the last Code A match in the third round, if he takes out Creator now.
Yeah, he has to take out Creator if he wants everything to be kind of in his hands. Obviously, if he goes to the tiebreaker, it's still in his hands, but he's going to have to play a lot more matches. And Creator, by the way, has done the 2 probe and 2 gas fast build, whereas Vampire has actually taken second gas a little bit later. Something to consider also, by the way, is that it's 10:30 p.m. Korean Standard Time, so it's getting a little bit later here, and this may be something that actually affects the mindset of these players as the night goes on, if they have to play a tiebreaker.
It's actually funny because currently the sleeping schedule of a few of the guys at the GOM house is a little bit screwed up. And I was talking to Naniwa today about it, and he actually mentioned that he thinks his sleep schedule is the best. He goes to bed like at 6 o'clock in the morning or whatever, because then he's super fit for Code A. For Code S, just general, for the GSL.
Yeah.
But you're right. Right now, it's actually getting a little bit late. So if a player has like a normal time schedule where he wakes up in the morning, this might actually affect him a little bit, because some of them might be getting a little bit tired here, especially when it comes down to the tiebreaker.
Yeah, I mean, and they've already played so many matches, and they may have to play another. The thing that happens to the tiebreaker as well is that oftentimes the tiebreaker can be reversed. It could go on infinitely. This has happened. I believe Doa and Moltrap were casting a few up and down seasons ago, maybe like 5 or 6 seasons ago, and they had to go through 3 tiebreakers, but it could go on infinitely. And that's just something that obviously no one wants to have happen, but it could happen. And it's funny because this group is already kind of intense as it is. We're down to the final regular set of matches. We went to game 15, and if Vampire loses, we have more. So Vampire really wants to make this happen. He doesn't want to lose and then have to play later and then potentially get tired, affect his mindset. He's already, in a situation where he feels he should be advancing. By the way, both these players are doing almost identical builds. Vampire is the faster robo and ahead in tech as a result.
Yeah, Vampire is the one who really tries to fight fire with fire here. This is Creator's style. This is Creator's comfort zone, the one style that he really loves and likes. But Vampire is much faster with his expansion here.
Yeah, he's ahead with expansion, ahead with the robotics production. He basically cut probes in order to do this. And also, I believe, made 1 less sentry. Yeah, made 1 less sentry than Creator. So knowing his opponent well here, playing to that strength.
Yeah, indeed, he has the tech faster. His first immortal is out as Creator just finishes his own robotics. And the expansion is also faster.
Yeah.
Yeah, for a second indeed he is.
And he needs to get that observer out so he can start his own immortal production. He's got the ability to make a robotic support bay right now if he wants to. See if he chooses it right now or if he's going to make more units. He's seen the timing of Vampire's Nexus is faster than his. did not see that the Immortal is out faster, so he may think he has an advantage there. And Vampire actually is the one who, again, first makes his robotic support base, so just kind of one step ahead in every regard in this game so far.
Yeah, he's just faster with everything that he does. The question, of course, being is if he's able to capitalize on it. We've seen that Creator is really amazing when it comes down to it and uses the smallest timings and then the smallest windows of opportunity in order to get ahead in the game and actually win it. But will Vampire be able to do the same? Yes, he has the faster robotics facility, but can he use it accordingly?
That's what he needs to do. Observer for Vampire comes in here. This is going to be his first glimpse of Creator's timings. And he's going to be so happy to know that there's no robotic support bay.
Just now being placed on, but you can already see that Vampire is about to finish his own robotics bay, whereas Creator has just started his.
With 3 extra gateways that Vampire is adding as well, he may actually try to go with just 1 Colossus without range and try to punish Creator for having no Colossi in his composition. This is something that you do see occasionally. When 2 players have similar build orders, this happens. I remember I had cast Naniwa's group stage match when I was solo casting Code S, and he was playing, I believe, against Genius at the time with a similar situation like this. Both players almost in the same builds, but he had the faster Colossus production, added the gateways, went for an attack, and won. And this can happen. This is a really cool idea by Vampire, and I think he's going to do it. He's moving across the map right now, already starts a forward pylon. Will Creator see this? Actually, so far, he has not seen it. He sees the probe, and this is pretty indicative of a fast attack.
Creator now with the Colossus also building when Vampires is rallied across the map. The rocks are being attacked now by Vampire. He really wants to pull this off.
Such a great timing by Vampire here. Tries to trap these Zealots. He's going to have to use only ranged units to attack those rocks. He should start using the Immortals again.
Yeah, Creator here now being at the same army supply as his opponent. He's waiting for his own Colossus. Here comes the Colossus for Vampire, who is not having a second Colossus, as we already mentioned. He's just going for the gateway units here.
And here he goes, running up the ramp. The Zealot count actually 13 to 10 in Vampire's favor. That's going to help him out a lot. Guardian Shield goes up.
Guardian Shield for both of them. We have the Colossus on the high
ground. It's targeted by the Immortals. No pullback by Creator.
A little bit too late, but he saves it. And now once again, trying to take it down.
But he's not able to use it. He cannot fight with it. It's not useful if it's alive and it doesn't fight. And now it's gone. But it looks like he's going to hold.
On the other hand, we have Vampire doing not as much damage as he was hoping for. We still have all those Immortals going strong. Can he really pull through here? The army supply currently 30 to 25 in favor of Creator.
Yeah, he's still got that Immortal as well with full shields. This is a big problem. Vampire still has the Colossus advantage. He needs more Warpins. Creator just needs to be patient and hold on a little bit longer for his next Colossus. It's out.
The next Colossus is out.
Full hit points. Creator should be able to hold here now.
Looking pretty strong. We might have the tiebreaker, ladies and gentlemen. Creator at 90 supply against 70. Vampire's last attempt to make this happen. He's running in once more.
And this is, there's just too much.
There's definitely too much. The pylon is about to die here. The second Colossus will pop out very, very soon for Creator. Vampire is now on 1 Colossus. He's not producing another one. At the production tab, we see extended thermal lands for both players. He's falling back right now once again. Let's have a quick look at the harvester supply here. 46 to 38.
Creator is ahead in every way now.
Yes, he is, and he's adding the Forge now. He wants to get the upgrade advantage too.
This is how Creator plays PvP. When he gets ahead, he gets his Forge upgrades, makes sure that he can control the map the way it's supposed to be controlled, make sure his opponent cannot take a fourth. That's usually where Creator decides to finally move out and attack. And Vampire knows he's behind. It looks like he may try to hit with a timing with range. That's slightly ahead of his opponent, just barely. But even so, Creator just has so many units that that one advantage that Vampire may have, I just don't feel is going to be enough.
Creator just showing once again his strength in this matchup, that he is one of the best PvP players that we have currently in Korea. And he's moving in. He's like, playtime is over, buddy. He's trying to make this work. Let's see if he's able to push through here. Both of them are roughly the same supply. The Colossus advantage currently for Creator, but only 2 Colossi are in the battle. The third one just trying to move in.
The Zealot's making it so that he cannot fire with his Colossus, so Vampire getting some good hits here. He doesn't have a very forward pylon though, so the defender advantage still goes to Creator. Colossus range is about to finish for Vampire. It's going to be there for just a few seconds. Will he use it? He just doesn't have enough units.
And there's the third Colossus already for Creator. Vampire has 3 as well, but the third one is now just walking across the map, and the Observer still tailing the army of the MVP player. Creator has to wait a little bit longer for his own extended thermal lance. He just doesn't have it right now.
He doesn't have it, but Vampire is not confident fighting. And once the third Colossus Vampire arrives, the range is done for Creator, so he no longer has that advantage. But better confidence here by Vampire, getting a lot of extra hits on those Zealots.
4 Colossi against 3 now in favor of Creator. He's 20 supply ahead of his opponent, and also getting the +1 attack upgrade. It will be done in just a few seconds. We even have the Twilight Council now lined up, so he can start with the second attack upgrade immediately. Gets the second robotics facility for the double production.
Now Caldor, Vampire is trying to utilize this charge Zealot timing. That's the only thing he can rely on. He will have one more Colossus and we'll have charge together at the same moment. This is what he wants to hope for. But the problem is that Creator is not that different in Zealot count from him, so that's not going to make the charge as useful. Plus, he's starting his own charge, and he's going to have the better Colossus count and +1. Everything is in Creator's favor still. Vampire is just hoping for a good engagement right now.
+2 attack has been started. The longer Vampire waits, the better for Creator. The supply is roughly even, 82 army supply against 90 at this point in time. The Colossus count is in favor of Creator, of course.
Vampire's trying to move. Not to interrupt you, but he's trying to move to get the better concave. He may be able to do that. This is only hope. He just can't, though. Creator will not allow him.
Too many shots already with the Colossi, and here they come, spreading the units. Charge being used by Vampire. He's moving and he's trying to make this happen. The +1 attack upgrade, though, dishing out a lot of damage. Extra damage for Creator, and with a superior Colossus count, he forces Vampire back.
Yeah, he will force him back. Vampire trying to run, and what can he do now? He has no backup plan. He's only got the Templar Archives to back this up, which he can make maybe 2 Archons with, and then he's going to be out of money, out of luck. Creator is even starting an Immortal behind one of his Colossi because he knows that adding Immortals in are going to be more useful considering his opponent's Zealot count is now reduced so heavily, and he's got so many Colossi he can't even fan them out 100% correctly.
He's supply blocked right now, and he's heavily supply blocked at that. Creator, that is. He's getting the charge upgrade. It's nearly done here. +2 attack timing is also nearly completed. But yes, he needs more pylons now.
Yeah, all Chrono Boost being used on Creator right now, not a second of it being wasted. The same could be said of Vampire. Is continuing to Chrono Boost all of his Colossi out. But Creator just has every advantage. Vampire is going to have to hope for luck to actually be able to win this game.
The Colossi count is 8-6. And, well, if Vampire attacks here, he is going to die. Creator, on the other hand, he could push out. The 2 pylons are done. Now he's getting just he's getting a ton of Immortals here. And also the Templar Archive now being built for Creator, whereas, of course, Vampire already has the first Archon.
Yes, he does. This is just such a stressful position for Vampire. He's trying to find any opening he can. He really wants to try to outmaneuver his opponent to get the better concave. But Creator is one of the best players in the world at PvP, especially with his positioning. He plays in the late game more often than any other Protoss in this matchup.
Creator knows that Vampire cannot attack, so he's taking a third base. He's like, yeah, I'll dare you. Come in and try to take it down. I'm happy to fight.
And he's trying to get in a position with his Colossi, and he may actually be able to force a cancel with this position, but the Zealots, they hesitate, and Creator chases him away, holds a Nexus. Vampire is starting to take hits on those Zealots, and he is just not going to be able to win this fight. There's no way. Way too many Colossi here. Even the Immortals, he pulls back his Zealots.
Very well done here by Creator, and just look at Vampire losing everything that shields his Colossi.
+2 versus no upgrades, a pathing mistake.
Bam. Adios, muchacho. 79 in supply for Vampire, 130 for Creator. He's moving in. His Colossi count is now looking at 8-4. He's doubling his opponent's Colossi count. His expansion, of course, here also in a good position. Vampire expanded as well, but this third base is something that he will most likely not be able to hold.
Yeah. Vampire he's sending his probes over now. He's got no forge upgrades, or his Creator is about to have +3. He's getting Archons into the mix as well. This is Creator style. He does not attack. He's so patient. He lets his opponent run into him like a brick wall.
He forced this engagement of Vampire when he showed his third base. This was something that Vampire tried to deny, and he was not able to pull it off. Now with the 3 base against 3 bases, Creator could just move out and take this game. He has this enormous advantage. And the thing is, he knows it, of course. He has those observers on the map, and he saw his opponent's Colossi count. Here comes Vampire once again.
He's just... I mean, he's actually shaking a wooden stick at a 3-headed monster with laser beams coming out of its eyes. There's no way for him to actually fight this. He sends a Zealot run by to actually target down the Nexus.
This idea. This is really smart by Vampire. This is something that he can't pull off here. Here comes 1 Colossi, 2 Colossi, and there's the GG. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a 3-way tie between Creator, Vampire, and Supernova. All of them, all 3 of them are having 3 wins, 2 losses. But earlier today, Creator lost to Supernova, Supernova lost to Vampire, and Vampire just lost to Creator.
There is Supernova, very happy about the results of this. He won his last game, he wants his spot, and he was hoping dearly for this.
And Creator is just sitting in the booth. It looks like he will play the next game. Guys, at this point, we have no idea. We don't know the next map. We don't know the next players. The only thing that I know for sure is that we are having a 5-minute break before we head into these games.
Yeah.
This is going to be intense.
When we are in our 5-minute break, we'll get updates on the list of players, the order they will play, and all the maps. Even if the tiebreaker goes multiple times, usually we have 3 sets of maps just in case. So we'll have all the information necessary for you guys in just a few minutes.
15 games so far, and we are not done yet. At least 2 more games.
Now get on Twitter, on Facebook, on Team Liquid, Reddit. Tell everyone how intense the situation is in this group. Creator fans, especially, obviously coming in because he's a WCS winner. He just won that last map. He's trying to get into the final position here to take that Code S spot. Get everyone in here watching this because things are stacked. Things are crazy right now. It could not get any more close.
Happy is in Code S, but who will follow him? Vampire, Creator, or Supernova? We will find out soon. We will be back after a short break with our tiebreaker.